charms, back with another video. And you see what I'm doing. I have a new clock mold, much smaller than what I thought it was going to be, but it comes with a gold and a silver clock piece that will go inside the front here once everything is done and cured. So we're going to set these over here out of the way. But I decided I want to do like a steampunk with these little cogs. I'm going to do a steampunk little clock. It's going to be cute. So I sprayed my mold with alcohol because it's a new mold, one, and two, it has little intricate areas in it. So I want to give an alcohol base for my bubbles to release. I have already mixed up my resin. I am not filling this to the top right now. I'm going to do this in 2 layers. One, I'm going to pour my clear, and I'm going to let this clear sit for, I don't know, maybe 3 hours or so. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put my cogs around in here. And I'm going to let it finish curing overnight. And then I'm going to do probably a copper background for these cogs. I might mix it up. I might do gold and copper, like a little marble or something. We'll see when I get to that point. But for right now, the first step is getting our clear poured in. And y'all, I didn't measure this in my, you hear me all the time say use the Omni resin calculator. I did not do that. I just figured I would put 4 ounces in, and that's good enough. And that looks like about half, so I'm not far off. My guess is pretty good on this one. So I'm thinking 8 to 10 ounces is what this will take. And you know, my little secret I told y'all, right? That once you figure out how much resin you need, you store your mold in a Ziploc bag. Put this in my trash. You store your mold in a Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to go around the sides and kind of tap any little bubbles that might be trying to cling there. I want to do that. But if you use a Ziploc bag, you know on the front of the Ziploc bag, there's that white area. In fact, I have one sitting right here that I have a mold in. So here's my mold, and on the white area, I put what my mold was and how much resin it took to fill this mold. So next time I want to use that mold, instead of having to track down a journal or a notebook that I store everything in, I have it right there on the Ziploc bag. Easy breezy. Alright, so I've gone around here, made sure that all of that's done, and now I'm not using heat. I told you guys, no heat on these molds. That means no fire, no heat gun, none of that. This is a pretty thick mold. I think it would be okay, but I much rather prefer using my 99% isopropyl alcohol. It has to be isopropyl alcohol, and it has to be at least 91%. Because if you don't use 91% or higher, then it's not going to evaporate off, and you're going to have puddles of alcohol that are going to leave a film on your resin piece. You don't want that. Wipe this down just because. Okay, so that's it for the first part. Then I'm going to let it set up some, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to put my cogs around however I decide I want to put them in. And tomorrow we'll do a gold, bronze, copper, marble for the back. Maybe I'll add some white to that too, to make it stand out a little bit more. Sounds like a plan, but for now, y'all, that's it for this. We have a little bubble set for the next hour. I'll be checking every 15 or 20 minutes and spraying my alcohol as needed to pop bubbles. So that's all for this one for now. I'll see y'all in a few for the next phase. Hey y'all, we're back. It's been a little while, and these are metal, so I'm curious to see. Look, there's that side, there's the back side. I want the detail on this side, so let's see. It's gonna sink, but let's see how far. So you see what I'm doing? I am just dropping them down. Well, now we need a silver one there. We'll do the silver here. We'll do this big one here. Let's see what else. Oh, we have a little arrow. Let's put that there. Oh, we have gold. Drop that there. And I'm just going to drop them and let them do their thing. I really like these. They're bright. These because I know you're gonna ask, where did you get those? I got these from Temu. I like the inserts from there. I don't mind. So we have a little bubble right there, and we'll squirt some alcohol on this. Right there, little silver there. Alright, and I'm just gonna let that be it. I think that's enough. I don't want to overdo it. So I'll put the rest of these in here, and I can use for another project down the road. Are y'all steampunk fans? I do like these for certain projects, and I thought this will be cool for the first project here. I want to make sure that these are all covered. I want to get all the little bubbles up. Look, out of there. Alright, so do that. And I want to pop. Where's my little toothpick hiding? So you see how easy that was, right? We just put them in there, let them sink naturally. Have these little bubbles that we'll deal with. Okay, so I want to watch that. But I'm going to let this sit overnight, and then I'm going to come back with my metallic powder. Here we go. I have these beautiful metallic powders that I'll mix in. I'll mix a little of each of these and some gold. Same metallic. First I'll do a base with my white Santori white paste from Eye Candy, the same one I use all the time. I'm gonna make my white as the base, and then I'll mix a little of the copper, a little of the gold, and then I'm gonna marble that into the white, and we're gonna pour that as our backing for this clock. And I'll decide then if I want to use the gold or the silver frame clock. More than likely I'm going to use the gold though. That's what I'm feeling. Tell me, comment below, what do you think? Should we do gold for this or should we use silver? Let me know. Have one more little bubble. So I'm going to bubble set this. When we come back, it will be time to pour our backing, our marble. That's gonna be fun. I'll show you and remind you again how I mix up my marbles. Looks like we got all the bubbles. Looks good so far. I'll see you guys in a few. Well, it seems like I did this part and didn't have my video turned on. I can't believe that I did that. So let me walk you through the steps. I used my, and I'll show you what it looks like, copper metallic powder from Let's Resin. That's what it looks like. I used my Eye Candy Santori white pigment paste. I always use that as my base for my marbles. And then we also mixed up the darker copper or bronze from Let's Resin, their metallic powders. That's what that looked like. And I did 2 cups. I split my white into 2 cups. I drizzled some of each of the bronze and the copper into the cup. I did mine down and up to marble it, and I poured it in, and this is what we have. And why that did not record, I don't know, but I apologize. And I sprayed it with some alcohol for the bubbles. I'll be bubble sitting this for the next hour, and I will come back tomorrow or maybe later tonight and pour a solid back on this for the clock. So when you turn it around, you see a solid color. But I think it's going to be fun. Maybe I'll just pour clear, and you can see the marbling and stuff on the backside too. Anyway, that is the next step that I didn't record, so you could actually watch the process. But I explained it, so hopefully that makes sense to you, and you understand the steps, which at the end of this video, I'll link a marbling video so you can see the steps in action. But anyway, y'all, this step is done. When we come back, we'll take it out and we'll add our clock piece to this and we'll have a finished product. So until then, y'all have fun. See you in a few. Hey y'all, it's Kat. We're back. this is cured up, and I had a little extra, so I made this cute little cat. And I'm starting a pyramid that I'm going to put my leftovers in and just mess around with that. No big deal. But a lot of people ask me, when you have intricate, wow, cat wants to run away. If you have intricate molds, how do you get it out easily? So I'm going to show you. I have a bottle that I use Dawn soap, just a few little drops of Dawn and some water. And you can see it's soap, how it suds up. Here is a pro tip. Make sure you mark your bottles or you keep them in separate locations, because I have in the past sprayed Dawn on the back of my pieces instead of alcohol. Kind of interesting. I left some in. Maybe I'll link that at the end of this video. It is kind of funny. But what I do is I break the seal on my mold, and I simply squirt some of the soap mixture in, and I just work it around my piece, because you can see how it starts separating, right? So let's add some up here by the tail. Add some on this side, because this little part here is going to be fun. Because if you don't see, it has a little plug there where you can put, and I'm just spraying down in there, and I'm just going to rub it around with my finger on the outside. See how it's all easy to come off now? So I'm going to spray here. Well, if my nail will. Okay, I'm going to spray right here, down in there. We'll come around here, up by his little ear and face, spray there. I'm going to rub that around, work all that in so the mold separates easy. Okay, so there we go. Separated easy on that side. Now let's get our little tail and our feet at the bottom, and I'm just gonna push this down to break that seal. Wow. Some of these molds, y'all, are a challenge, but they're so cute. Like this little kitty. There we go. And you just have to be patient and do a little at a time. There, we got that popped out. Now let's work around and get his tail out. And now that we have all that, we can just work this little plug. And you can just twist gently, and it is coming out. There you go, it's out. Mold is in one piece, didn't have to rip anything. There's our cute little plug. We could set, you know, maybe a cute little pin in there. Maybe some makeup brushes, whatever you want to put in there. But that is our cute little cat, y'all. Isn't that adorable? There's the back side, and I'll do a little top coat to fill this in and make it level. But adorable, cute little cat. I'll add a rhinestone for his little eyeball. Maybe put a rhinestone collar on him. Adorable. A lot of things to do with that. But let's get to what this is about. And this is our steampunk little clock, right? So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go around. I'm just going to spray in some of these areas, especially by the feet. And I mean the feet of the clock. And rub it around. And you can see, as I'm rubbing, the mold is releasing from our piece, right? This one's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be hard to release this. The center here, just push in. There we go. That was easy enough. Put that over there to be cleaned. And here is, there's the back side, which I did marbling. I'm gonna wipe the soap off before we turn it around. Okay, now, are you ready? Look how cute that is, y'all. Isn't that adorable? And then we need to put our little clock piece in. And there's little clips here. If I can get it open. Oh, y'all, it is morning time and I have not had enough coffee. So, let's just, look. Threaten it with scissors and the end pops up. Isn't that funny? Alright, so there we go. Didn't even need the scissors. And there are our 3 little pieces. My understanding is, let's see here. Is this the, y'all, I don't know how. Oh, maybe. Ooh, do I have something small enough here to get in there? Alright, I may have to pause this and go get, oh well, maybe, no, maybe I can use this. Let's see. There we go. Take this off. It takes batteries. It takes a AAA battery, which I'll put in there. But I don't remember. Y'all, I have to go look at directions because I don't know how these clips go in. But needless to say, it sets in here, and when the clips are attached, it pops in and grabs, so it's not gonna fall out. And that is how it will look. Isn't that adorable, y'all? I really, really, really like this. No bubbles. You see the little sparkle, and I may go in with some copper chrome pins and highlight these areas. I haven't decided yet, but you know the good thing about using those pins is if you don't like the way it looks, you just take a baby wipe, poof, it's all gone, done. But that is our steampunk clock, and that is how you make it. So that's all for this one. Leave me a comment below. Do you love this? Do you like steampunk pieces? I think this really turned out good, y'all. I am super impressed. It is smaller than I thought. Remember I told you that, but it really turned out cute. I love it. So make sure you do all the YouTube things, y'all, because we have some really fun stuff coming up. I have some very important pro tips coming. How to get hard acrylic, or not acrylic, pigment paste. How you can deal with that if it's hard. So I have pro tips coming for that. I have a lot of new stuff coming. So make sure you don't want to miss any of this. A lot of important stuff beginners need to learn and have asked questions about that I'm going to do in video to answer their questions. So again, make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. That is free. Just give me a like, hit that subscribe button, because it says 85% of the people that watch the videos aren't even subscribed. That doesn't cost you anything, y'all. And it may alert you to something you had a question about for a long time. But until next time, y'all, happy arting. Ta-ta for now.